Hey everybody, this is David B69 and welcome back to the Phillies franchise on MLB The Show 25. The Phillies are up against the Arizona Diamondbacks, this time in Arizona. We had a series with them earlier this year and we won 2 of 3 against them, but each game was close. We had a series with the Dodgers and wasn't so close and stuff. We actually lost 5 of 6 to the Dodgers this year, which is kind of frightening. I mean, we should be able to handle these teams, but they're close because these games are close because these teams are close. So we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to play hard. And let's just get into it and do our best. So let's play.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Ryan Nelson.
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Now fly ball to right center. Carroll moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. And a quick out, number 1. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Bryce Harper.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
1 down, base is empty. Outside. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Comes a 2-2. That's down and in.
3-2.
That one ripped. That's back there. And that ball is gone. All muscle to center field. Home run number 65 on the year. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
1 down. And now it's Alec Bohm. In the air, right side of the infield. Marte should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Nolan Arenado.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. And we're back. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Joe Ryan.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And foul ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And takes low for ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Kepler makes the grab, 1 away. Geraldo Perdomo digs in now.
Geraldo Perdomo.
To the right side, stop. Throws to first in time. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Second baseman.
Marte matched a homer in his last game. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a rocket out to left. Kepler makes the catch. And the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos. Nelson, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. Fought off foul. That's inside.
1 strike.
Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6th, left fielder Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Kepler with a couple of homers in his last game. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
1 and 2.
That one to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 out.
Batting 7th, center fielder Brian Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. That's to third. Suarez throw to first in time. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 1 and the Diamondbacks 0. Back here in the desert, bottom of the second. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Ryan back to work. Right through there for a strike. Suarez recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Makes the grab, 1 down. This is Corbin Carroll.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Swinging a drive, deep right field. That's back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Here's Josh Naylor.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Tying run in scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Now one missed. Next pitch is downstairs. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Carroll stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Good job to fight that one off. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner in third and 1 out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up, that mentality.
And that one gets away at the plate. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. Ping-pongs around a bit, but they get the out, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down quickly, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. There's a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Naylor, the underhand flip, and they get the out.
Batting ninth,
and up
catcher,
to the plate is JT Realmuto. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ball to strike, the pitch, and that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Turner with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Carroll flashes the leather on the run and catch. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. First pitch just misses.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Del Castillo with a homer in his last game. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Line drive. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. So up next, Pavin Smith. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering upstairs. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Alec Thomas now. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Man at second. That's in there. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base hit into the outfield. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
First and second, 1 out. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Castellanos makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the third. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. 1 runs in, runner around third. In to score from first. And it's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Arenado slings to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 score in the inning, 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Bryce Harper.
Ball 1 to Bryce.
You know, these Phils definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
1-1 now. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Puts it away for the out.
Now
Alec
batting,
Bohm now at the
designated
plate.
hitter,
0
Alec
for 1
Bohm.
with a fly out. Line drive, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Hitting is really easy for
Up
some
next
guys.
for
One thing that I
Philadelphia,
can see
third
already,
baseman,
his
Nolan
bat stays in the
Arenado.
zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And it's through for a hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Now batting.
Here's
right
Nicholas
fielder,
Castellanos.
Castellanos.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That clips the corner.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him. And K is his third of the game.
Well, they locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And, you know, with two strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Fouled off. He was late. Bohm at second. Arenado at first. 2 out of the inning. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 2 outs. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. And we're back. Now, Corbin Carroll. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, 2 ball. Harper tossed to second, drops it, but they're saying it was on the transfer. And now the catcher comes up to him. Adrian Del Castillo.
Adrian Del Castillo.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends it out of here. His 21st of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Peyton Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And there's the strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that's a little high.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Still only one out here in the inning. Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Now
Alec
batting,
Thomas,
center
the next to
fielder,
hit.
Alec Thomas.
And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Castellanos makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. D-backs at a pair on the homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for
Now at the plate,
Philadelphia,
Byron
center
Buxton.
fielder, Brian Buxton.
Nelson back to work. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one away. This is Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. Backed
One
off the
ball,
plate
no
that
strike.
time. One down, base is empty, and delivers outside.
2-1. Full count.
And they'll do it again. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of
Up next
pitches
for
and ends up drawing the walk.
Catcher, JT
Very gritty.
Real Muto.
So a man aboard. Here comes Real Muto. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stop. Stands at first with 1 out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they close the gap. It's 5-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one.
0-1.
2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 5-4.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Base is empty, one away, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Harper, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. One down, Phillies down a run.
1-1.
Pitch misses, and a count even 1-1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. John Curtis getting loose out there. Puck getting loose as well. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strike.
That
2
one
balls, 2
misses.
strike.
It's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two. Ground ball nailer. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm will hit next. And that one almost got him. On its way to the corner, Carroll hustling after it. Brings it in. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Major League. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter Ahmed Rosario.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
You know, these D-backs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And here is Geraldo Perdomo.
Geraldo Perdomo.
Rosario runs. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Right side, and that chance handled. Harper takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
In the air, left field, down the line. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done, drives in the run. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder, so he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Suarez in the box again, takes a strike. Marte leads off first with 1 away. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fastball for a strike. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 6-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, John Curtis, hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Number 46, John Curtis.
So now it's Nolan Arenado, 1 for 2.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Fouled off left side. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Kevin Ginkel up and throwing. Thompson also throwing. Foul ball, still 0-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So digging in, Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. The Phillies down by a pair, and we're the top half of the sixth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Another 1-2. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler, has grounded out a couple of times. Late with the swing there.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. There's the strike.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time...
That's strike 3 and the third out. So back here in the desert, John Shabby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Josh Naylor. Up the middle, stop. Throws to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Now batting, catcher Adrian Del Castillo.
Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Buxton makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing for Arizona. They still lead it, though, 6-4.
Pitching for
Righty
the
reliever out of the
Diamondbacks.
pen, Kevin Ginkel.
Number
These are the
37.
spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
Ginkel.
Late and close.
Leading off
There's not
for
much margin for
Philadelphia.
error, but at the
Second
same
baseman,
time,
Bryson
there's a reason
Stott.
they're put in these situations.
Stop. Up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Into center. Thomas running hard to get it. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down. JT Realmuto steps in. He's already homered here in this one. And the first offering is not close. And misses inside.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And a foul ball. That one off the mark. And the count is 3-1.
3-1.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-5. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. Swinging a foul straight back. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. There's the swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Going to count 1-2. Now one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next one misses, and the count is filled up.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here comes the skipper.
Pitching
So
for
they bring on the
Diamondbacks.
veteran, Joe
Number
Mantiply.
35.
Well, the best relievers love the
Joe
opportunity to come in and
Mantiply.
protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Man at first with one gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryce Harper. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. And that's outside, and it's 1-0. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Raging back towards the wall. And that's up onto the walkway and out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 66th home run of the season, and that's how they take the lead. It's 7-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Nolan Arenado. 1 for 3. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Perdomo to second on a nailer. They get 2. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 7-6 ball game.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tanner Banks.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
So digging in, Alec Thomas.
Center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, that got him. And that'll put the tying run on base to start the inning. No outs, runner at first. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Andrew Painter is forced to the mound after the injury.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And that one finds its way through. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just kept it simple, played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Really important at bat coming up now.
Perdomo in the box now, takes strike 1. That one finds the zone. 0-2. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. And it throws offline, safe at third.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Marte stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one at the knees for a strike.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. In comes the run from third. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off.
There's a swing and a drive. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And now it's Josh Naylor. 2 on, 1 out. And he hits a ground ball right side. On to first. Play is made, 2 out. And here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo.
Adrian Del Castillo.
First offering, and it just misses.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the D-backs 9 and the Phillies 7. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Thompson.
And this is his 55th game he's come in to pitch this season, so he's got some innings under his belt. He's been an important guy for them.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Strike one. Thompson goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. And now the 0-1. And he swings through that one.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Got him swinging.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now Byron Buxton. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Stott up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And that one hit to first. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
And now it is JT Realmuto. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now 3-0.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Here's a 3-0. In there at the knees.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies leave them loaded. They still trail by a couple. It's 9-7.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gabe Spire.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Alec Thomas getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. And a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. And the Diamondbacks down in order. They lead it by 2. It's 9-7. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Justin Martinez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So Harper stands in. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Bohm. And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Back-to-back base hits. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Arenado.
Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Fouled off down the right side.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And forget it. His 19th home run of the year. It's 10-9. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Justin Martinez gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Puck.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. This one popped up right side. Naylor gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Left fielder
Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. First pitch not close. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gilbert Diaz up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Kelly getting cranked up as well. And strike 2.
1 ball.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls.
Good
2
location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And first offering is fouled off. Look out!
Time.
And it hit him.
Take your base.
Now it's the second
Now
baseman,
batting,
Bryson
second baseman,
Stott.
Bryson Stott.
And the first pitch misses for ball
One
one.
ball. No strike.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Phils get 3 on this long ball. And the back and forth continues. It's 10-9 now. You're dialed into the show. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Yohan Duran.
This guy's a
Now
strike
pitching
thrower.
for
He's done an
Philadelphia.
excellent job of avoiding
Number
walks so far
59.
this season.
Joan Duran.
Well, one-run
Leading
game.
off for
Geraldo
the
Perdomo
Diamondbacks.
stands in now for the
Shortstop,
Diamondbacks.
Geraldo Perdomo.
That one at triple digits. And ball
No, that's
one.
the ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up
One
a little
ball.
bit.
One strike.
That catches the corner. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. One-run game, bottom 9. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your
Now
closer.
batting,
Come
second
in
baseman,
and close the door,
Tadeo Marte.
cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he
Now
strikes out the
batting,
first 2
third
hitters. It's
baseman,
hard not to feel defeated and that
Eugenio
this is going to go
Suarez.
quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Suarez in the box now. Takes strike 1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever...
That's 3.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man, those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well-executed ball game.
In a one-run game as this one ends 10-9. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And wow, a crazy victory in a game that's insignificant, except we're trying to get that #1 seed. That's why we fight so hard in every one of these games, because it does matter. So it's a nice big victory, and I am extremely happy for it. Harper and Realmuto both go nuts in this game. Harper gets a couple home runs. Realmuto gets a couple home runs. Arenado got a clutch home run. Yeah, I mean, you can just see by the hits and stuff and everything. Castellanos is a little cold right now. No heat up, though. And Stott had an over as well, but he did have a run scored from the walk. So, yeah, did really well. I'm really happy with all the home runs that we hit, and you love to see it. don't like to see Joe Ryan getting a little roughed up. After a beginning nicety of the year, he has not exactly been the best. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's coming off the injured list, and kind of like the flow of the season is different for him, and it's made him cold. It's the only thing I can think of. Now, Tanner Banks had a pulled groin. He'll be just out a couple days, so he should be fine. Let's advance to the next day. But yeah, it's like our big thing here is with Joe Ryan. He's at 2.32 ERA now. But if we look at recent games since he's come back, Miami, he's only got 5 innings, let up a couple runs. Kansas City let up a couple runs in 7 2/3 innings, but let up 8 hits. Don't like seeing him giving them that many hits. And then in this last game, he went 6 innings for us, but gave up 9 hits. Lots of runs. Not liking the way this is kind of flowing. So yeah, he's lowering his odds of being high up in the rotation. Let's put it that way. So, and he has to go to arbitration this year. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know how much he's actually going to get, but anyways, just wanted to go through that, and yeah, let's see, what did the Dodgers do? The Dodgers won their game today, so I think our magic number is 4 to clinch the division. Because let's see, they have 8 games remaining. We have 8 games remaining, and yeah, we each have 8 games remaining, and it's a 5-game lead. So the magic number is either 3 or 4, one of those two. So until next time, this is David B69, and I'm out. Peace.